Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of NathanTeaV, and today I will be teaching you a very casual version of the Gong-fu Cha, or Chinese tea ceremony. I got smart and actually figured out I can use my dad's laptop, and I can angle it over the counter, and we can make Gong-fu Cha. So, today we're going to be drinking Cha, which is Japanese green tea. So we've got our gaiwan right here. Got our fair cup right here, along with the filter. It's got a little stainless steel and it's got mesh down here. And then we've got our cups. And if I keep reaching over, it's just because my dad has his laptop set to snooze every 2 minutes or something. So the first thing you want to do is you want to rinse the leaves. And some people say it's because the leaves are unclean. Others say it's like a sacrifice to the tea gods. It's really, it's really up to your interpretation. But the actual reason why we do this is just to rinse the leaves. So we're gonna go ahead and pour that in there. When leaves, especially when they're stored for a long time in a sealed package, they get very dry. And that's not good for the flavor. It's not bad, but it's just if you do this and you drink the first steeping, you pour out the first steeping, because if you drink it, it's not going to have much flavor. So once again, I'm not going to be using any tools, because this is going to be as casual as they come. So you put your this is really, you also want to pour it into the glasses, and it just heats them up so that when hot tea hits a cold glass, it changes the flavor of the tea. It'd be like making coffee and putting it, but using a coffee cup that's been in the freezer for a few days. It would change it. And what I'm doing here is I'm just pouring the tea over the strainer, just getting any leaves that are in here, since Cha is a very small leaf. Just pouring it over that to get it out of the strainer. And going to pour the first infusion that we will be drinking. And if tea gets on the top of the gaiwan, just kind of pour it off of the side. And this is going to be, we're going to be able to pour this pretty much immediately. There we go. Don't want to leave too much of a space because I don't want too many tea leaves to go into the strainer. Another thing you want to do is whenever you're using a gaiwan, you never want to leave the lid on, or otherwise you'll cook the leaves, especially if it's something more delicate, because the steam just builds up. It's not like a yixing clay teapot where it has a spout for air to go out of. This has nothing. So especially if you're using a delicate tea like a green or a white, then the leaves are actually going to be cooked in there. We'll go ahead and pour it. I'm going to pour an equal amount, since the Chinese tea ceremony, or Gong-fu Cha, is more of a, it's all about fairness and equality. Although Gong-fu Cha really isn't, I guess it's not really a ceremony, it's more of a way of tea, especially when you begin to do it frequently. Here, I have a tea towel right here. I'm just going to go ahead and let me get this on camera. There we go. You just want to wipe it off. It's just polite to do so. Now, if you were in China and you're doing it more formal, this isn't formal, but this is just kind of a quick fact. It's polite to use two hands, but instead of doing this for such a tiny cup, you get it up so that you can see my arm's a little better. You would actually just put your hand like on your arm or something, and that kind of counts. It's sort of like freeze tag, whenever you're in the schoolyard or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and sample this tea. Once again, this is Cha. Smells different from most green teas I've had. It kind of has almost a fruity aroma. Smells very interesting. This is a sample from Adagio. It has a very good flavor. Yeah, it's different. It's good though. And just quick etiquette for drinking. I guess traditionally in China, if you're a female, you're gonna put your hands. I'll show you on the empty cup. You're gonna put your hands like this. You're always gonna put one hand like this. If you're a female, you'll put your hand on the bottom and drink like this. A male has more flexibility. Also, if it's informal and you only, females aren't required to use two hands. You only need to use one, but you're gonna put your fingers out like this. It's considered effeminate. If you're a male, you can you really just kind of wrap your finger underneath. I'm trying to get it on a good angle. There you go, like that. And just tuck the other two fingers underneath and drink like that. I guess I'll do another steeping or infusion, just in case. Put the strainer back on. So you've got leaves on the lid of the gaiwan, and you're just going to pour water very slowly until they roll off. And you're going to fill your gaiwan almost all the way to the top. So those beautiful leaves swirling. Crack it just a bit because the leaves are smaller, and pour. And the reason I forgot to show you, or I forgot to pour the tea out on top of the filter, this is what happens. As you can see, it's kind of clogged, and that tea, while we speak, is actually still infusing. So you don't want to do that. That's why if you're using a smaller leaf tea, every time you want to try and rinse some water off onto it. Pour it again. Let's go ahead and taste the second steeping, or the second infusion, just to see if it changes. There we go. The aroma, the last time, it's kind of fruity. You still kind of have a bit of a fruity aroma. I'm trying to figure out what it smells like. Kind of like a weird mix of grape and grapefruit. I know it's strange, but... And then it also kind of smells like fresh cut grass, but not really. It's just kind of, that's more of an undertone. This is kind of strange for a green tea for me, although I'm not used to drinking Japanese green tea. I have some matcha, but that's completely different. Most greens I've had have been Chinese. And they kind of tend to have a smoky, kind of vegetable taste and aroma. But this is not smoky, nor does it smell like a vegetable. Very good. I have to buy some of this. Also, traditionally, you would drink your tea in 3 sips. I have no why, but that's just how they do it in China anyway. This has been another episode of NathanTeaV. Hopefully you have learned a little bit about Gong-fu Cha, or the Chinese tea ceremony, as Westerners would say. This is very casual. I didn't use any of the tools. I'll make a video in the next few days about a more formal ceremony. I don't have any aroma cups. I'll have to get those. But I'll make a video over that. I'll use an yixing clay teapot. Hopefully my purple clay teapot will come in pretty soon, and so I'll make a video then. So this is just very casual. No frills or anything groundbreaking or. So I mean, the Gong-fu Cha is very simple. You see it performed on other YouTube videos, and it seems like a big production. But if you're just going to drink every day, you don't need to do all of that. So this helps you get the most out of your tea. I would say, I'll just show you some of the leaves on the gaiwan. I would say that these leaves probably have another 4 to 6 infusions left. If you drink these Western style, you really only get about 2, maybe 3 potfuls, and the 3rd pot would be very weak. So, but this tea will give you another 4 to 6 infusions pretty easily, and it's just kind of mid-grade kooky cha. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Comment, thumbs it up, subscribe, or thumbs it down if you'd like. and I will see you on another episode of NathanTeaV. Where's the button? There it is. Nope. Sorry about that.